What up? What up? It's your boy Milano back at it again. My friends back at it again. Y'all already know what to do when y'all see me come through. Guys, guys, we gonna address the elephant in the room. So, guys, you see this on the speaker. That's me when I was in Brazil. I was in Sao Paulo. Something white and tight. Shout out to Jay Mees. Appreciate you coming through. Something white and tight, guys, in Brazil. Yo, Jamie's, I think I might have to do it, man. Um, it's just shout out to Philly Dom. I've been talking to him. He's in Brazil. Make sure y'all check out his channel, Philly Dom, in Brazil right now. Shout out to D Charles. Appreciate you. If y'all come in, just hit the like button. Don't hurt nothing. But yeah, man, I might have to do Brazil next month, bro. So I'm gonna let y'all know something, man. I ended up getting fired today when they hit me up and was like, "Yo, you're fired," and that my not my main job, but my second job. But you know how these jobs are, man. These jobs ain't loyal, man. They will get rid of you in a blink of an eye. So I'm thinking, and I'm like, "Yo, does it make sense for me to stay here and just keep working?" I mean, I could always find a second part-time job. That's nothing, man. You know what I'm saying? I could find a second part-time job, but you know how the world is, bro. I could sit up here and be like, "Oh, I'm gonna push it to this. I'm gonna push it to that. Keep pushing, whatever." And then say if they have another pandemic, right? Pandemic, and they shut the world down again with the mpox. You know what I mean? Then I ain't traveling nowhere. What's the second job? Why did you do that? Oh, it was Marco's Pizza. It was Marco's Pizza. They did it because V Swells called them up again and got me fired. Ain't that right, Jamies? No, I'm just messing. I'm messing. I'm playing. Shout out to V Swells. He ain't did nothing to me. I'm joking, guys. The man didn't do nothing. I'm just making a little joke. No, they fired me because they wanted me to look at some videos, and it was a long list of videos. Excuse me, guys. I was supposed to go on vacation a couple weeks ago. Supposed to go on vacation. I didn't go on vacation, guys. That's why I said I'm due for vacation. I'm gonna refresh you guys' memories if you don't know. I don't know there's probably only a couple people here, but I haven't went out of the country since I fought QB Passport Flexing. And that was last year when I was in Tijuana. I didn't go anywhere. Because last year I did Cuba, I think in June, July, I want to say July, I did Tulum, Mexico. Then September, I went to Tijuana to knuckle up. We'll put the gloves on against QB. So I went on 3 trips last year, but I haven't been on nothing this year, man. I've been just stacking, man. Stacking and not slacking. You know? So I haven't been on a trip, and it's almost the end of the the year's almost out. That's one. The training videos be born for is exactly, man. And here's the thing with the training videos. So here's what I'm gonna be honest with you guys, right? So I deliver pizza. We already know that. Why am I studying training videos? Now, mind you, if I'm gonna help people out with the make line, that's fine. But bro, these guys are paying dirt crap, bro. Like at Pizza Hut, I'm making 14 an hour plus tips and mileage, which equivalents usually ends up being like $20 an hour, $21 an hour, right? With that being said, guys, I'm making, even if you take it out and say a bad day, right? I make equivalent to $18 an hour, right? At the end of the day, the base pay, even if I don't get no tips, I'm still averaging, even if I don't get no tips throughout the whole shift of working, and I'm just getting mileage, right? I get my $1.50 for the gas, and at the end of the day, I'm probably averaging even $15 an hour. But with that being said, guys, I don't have to do a whole bunch of train videos. Now I did have to do some train videos for Pizza, but Marco's Pizza wants you to like do the whole caboodle. And bro, they were only paying me $9 an hour. They didn't even mention the pay they were paying people, bro. They were like, yo, we pay you inside $9 an hour, which is horrible, bro. $9 an hour. Well, no, I'm not gonna say horrible, but you're looking at $9 an hour, and then you go, and then $9 an hour, and then was it $9 an hour, and then when you go off the what's it called $9 an hour, and then when you go deliver, it's like $3 or $4 an hour, bro. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. I'm like, what? Like that's crazy. That's crazy. And you having people, and mind you, when they were asking me to train, I didn't mind doing the training videos. So let me get into it, right? I was doing the training videos, watching them, and everything. Even though I did them at the last minute of the week. See, I'm going to tell you this, guys. When they told me to do the train videos, it was like, oh, if you don't do the train videos, you ain't going to get no tips. Now, when it comes to the tips, sharing the tips within the people, it was like, okay, I get a couple of dollars, whatever, right? It's not going to kill me, right? Well, here's the thing with that situation, right, guys? And the reason why I think the reason why I think they only pay you that much, $9 an hour, or $3 or $4 when you go on the road, because you're getting 3 payments off that. So unlike Pizza Hut, you're getting Marco's Pizza, you get $3 or $4 out the store, plus your tips and your delivery fee is like, I think, $1.50. But and then when you're inside the store, you get $9 an hour. But here's the thing: you're gonna get tips when you deliver. But on top of that, guys, you're getting the in-store tips with the customer's tips. You do a share thing. So I think they're probably looking like, okay, you're getting tips 2 ways, and you're getting hourly pay. So that's why they're screwing around. $9 an hour, man, maybe in LA, but yeah, I know. But it was a part-time job. That's why I did it. I just wanted something quick and easy. Sounds like McDonald's. Sounds like the street meat in Tijuana, right? Quick and easy, right? $20 make you holler. $20 make you holler. I miss Tijuana though. I ain't gonna lie. Cheapskate Jake prices. They be offering it on that street meat tip. But yeah, man. Yeah, I just did it because it was extra money. And the thing about it is I'm not doing DoorDash, so it's like, okay, well, at least I'm getting hourly and I'm getting this and I'm getting extra money. I'd rather have some extra money than to have just one type of income. You know what I mean? Off just one job. So, I mean, I can always do extra hours. Like if I really want to, guys, I'm gonna be honest with you. If I really want to get on my grind, I could probably ask, could I come in on one of my days off just to get my racks up, which I'll probably end up doing. I'll probably like, yo, I'm quitting McDonald's, whatever, the situation. And I might end up just coming on one of my days off, especially guys, especially if I'm going to do the plan. So, all right, I'm going to go into the plan, but hold on a second. Let me, to these things. $9 is horrible. Don't make excuses for them. I mean, I'm just telling you what the payments are, man. I'm not making excuses, but I'm just saying like that and most people who get that job is they're probably expecting they're probably getting used as part-time work. That's why part-time work. But yeah, you're right. Respond. I appreciate you, man. Make sure you hit that like button if you could. D. Charles, Jamies, make sure y'all all hit that like button if you could, please, and thank you. But tips are not guaranteed. Yeah, exactly. Tips are not guaranteed, but the area we're in is pretty good, so that's why they're like, oh, okay, well, you're gonna end up getting tips anyway, so it don't even matter. I love how this cat just looks at me like I'm capping. Like he's like, and the other one's like same thing. Have you ever thought about bartending? Yeah, I've thought about that, and that's why I'm saying like, so okay, so I'm gonna get into it. I'm gonna let you guys know. So okay, with that being said, they fired me, whatever. I'm gonna really get down to it. So they wanted me to, I guess, take the modular. I mean, take the courses. Look at. I mean, take the videos. Watch the videos. Right. I was watching whatever. So I went down to where it said insider videos. The insider videos said it was like 12 or 13 days I had until I have to do them. So I'm like, well, that's the weekend, man. I ain't about to watch these damn. I ain't about to watch the rest of this. I got what I needed done. Like the stuff that was supposed to be due, that overdue, I watched that. The stuff that's due in 12 or 16 days, I was good on. Now I'm gonna give y'all a little backstory. So they did threaten, like, oh, if you don't do the videos, you're gonna lose tips. But then that last week they threatened the job. So that's why I was last minute doing it. But the main reason why I was last minute doing it, and I'm not making no excuses, guys. If I was gonna do it on my vacation when I went out to Nashville and Atlanta, and I know you guys are, oh, you would have been out there, you wouldn't have been thinking about doing those videos. But I know there would have been downtime where I would have been able to, look at the videos. But I would have had some time. You know what I mean? Like the week I did the vacation, I literally had probably one day off, and I really wasn't even thinking about those videos like that. Like, I mean, I think I did some of them, but like I said, it was a lot of stuff, man. It was a lot of stuff, bro. So with that being said, and they posted the video, they posted the schedule for next week. So I'm like, okay, I'm coming in. I'm good to go. I'm coming in, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And I'm good. So I was like, well, those videos that do in 12 or 13 days or 16 days, I'll watch them Monday or some Tuesday, whatever. You know what I mean? I'm not about to watch them right now. They hit me up when I was what you call it? I'm fighting a DUI, man. That CDL is non-existent right now until I beat that, man. I know you probably aren't up to date on that, but I'm gonna go into on that. I'm gonna let you know. But I'm just gonna say the reason, so I've been fighting a DUI thing since last year of August, man. I got fired from my part-time job, Kim Padmore, and she hit that like button too. Not for the getting fired, but just for the video. But yeah, the construction field is the place to be, in my opinion. My boys get paid, and most places don't give a F about your record. Plus, the job is physical, so no need to hit the gym. Yeah, I mean, my landlord does it, but it's really tiring, bro. Like, and sometimes with the construction, if it rains, you ain't working, bro. You kind of get laid off. So it's a rough job. You're beating yourself into the ground. Like the delivering pizza, I'm gonna be honest with you. You're getting tax-free money because the tips aren't taxable. It's really laid back. It's easy work, and on top of that, yeah. So it's easy work. It's not demanding, physically demanding. I think the only physically demanding thing about my job with Pizza Hut is them damn dishes, because they be having those heavy pans and stuff. I almost thought I had carpal tunnel at first from messing with those damn pans, because you know how you keep have to scrub them and whatever. But that's the thing, guys. I'm kind of getting, iffy about the job. But so Marco's Pizza, they end up telling me, they end up saying, yeah, you didn't look at the video, you didn't finish all the videos, so we let you go. I was like, all right, boom, good. So whatever, right? It's all good. Not good, but I heard that. So I'm like, oh wow. So I was already thinking about doing 2 months, 2 to 3 months overseas, or 2.5 months overseas, guys. Now I've been talking about it. I just didn't want to leave because I know once I leave and do this, the thing about it is I don't want to pay the people I'm living with $500 a month, and I'm not here. That's one. That's a lot of money. Even if I was to do 2 months, I remember, shout out to Raise, he was telling me, yo, want to keep your place, pay these people $500 a month so you can still keep your place. But I'm like, bro, they should do me a solid if I'm throwing them, because I was gonna throw them $100 a month, bro. If they do me if I do them $100 a month, they get free $100. All I'm doing is holding my spot, and I'm not using up utilities. That's a free $100, bro. I'm staying here, even if I'm paying $500. I'm using up your utilities. I'm using up your water. I'm using up all that shit, bro. So you're not profiting off that $500. So what are you talking about? Like, but I don't know, man. But yeah, I can't get the CDL. Bro, I had an opportunity to get it with the union job in North Carolina, Raleigh, to drive buses. And when I told them about my situation with the charge, like I didn't get convicted, but I got charged. They said, "Hold up, make sure you beat that before you even come talk to us, because we ain't gonna be able to do anything for you until that's taken care of." So a lot of places, even if you get a CDL, bro, you got a DUI, you just a waste of money. And I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Shout out to OW. I was talking to him, and basically, I'm not saying he was discouraging me. And I talked to other people when I was delivering. The trucking business is doing bad, bro. A lot of people ain't making the money you guys think they are, bro. People talk that big money when it was good, but now that they're doing bad. I actually was gonna invest. Into I'm not straight truck, a box truck. Because think about it, right? So I'm gonna give you a little backstory. Responding. So we already talked about I got DUI, my car total, right? Cool, right? Um, so I crashed that car, right? I ended up totaling another car, but this time I wasn't drinking driving. I just hit a deer, and they ended up saying the expenses was higher than the cost of the car, so they're breaking me off that bread. They already broke me off. It was like 2,700 or something like that. It was okay. I mean, I paid 3,800 for the CRV Honda 2005, so it's all good, right? But here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing. So I paid. Was it? Yeah, I paid. Yeah, so I got almost close to 3,800 from 2,700. It's not big close to it, but it's not too crazy. You know what I mean? It's not like it's $1,000. 2,700 is still a good money that I could put down if I want to get a new car, right? So I'm driving a rental, but here's the thing. When I hit a deer and smashed that and got that right, um, I was actually gonna go out and get a box truck, guys. I was like, yo, this might be it. I might can get a box truck, start moving. There is a business that'll put me on, and they want me to get a box truck and the commercial insurance. The only thing is, and I definitely gotta keep their information. The only thing is, guys, the only thing about that whole situation is I gotta get the exact vehicle they need that has, well, not the exact vehicle they need, but I gotta get it with enough space if I'm gonna deal with them, and I gotta have insurance on deck. Now I don't have to have a LLC for the truck. They prefer it not a LLC or the DOT and everything, but they'll give me trips and I can drive that and make my money. But again, guys, with the trucking business how it is, you got to think, if I'm gonna be putting money on a truck, on a box truck, and I get this or whatever it is, right? I just got to make sure I want to drive it. And actually, they said I could get a Sprinter van and do this. I just have to get a certain type of Sprinter van that'll cover everything. And I think the Sprinter van will probably be a better route for me, personally, because I feel comfortable with this. I've drove Sprinter vans before. I've never driven a box truck, so that's going to be a whole new world for me. But at the end of the day, the trucking business is not really doing that good. Do you know what I mean? So it is what it is. But no, it's not. Weed is not legal in North Carolina, Kim Padmore. I got friends that do drywall, electrical, flooring. I got a friend who all he does is garages, weather. It's installing new doors. Yeah. The construction is very heavy demanding though. I'm not saying I'm lazy, but I did construction with my father. It's not something I prefer. I mean, I can. I was gonna I was actually gonna get into HVAC, but the people needed somebody with a clean driving record, and I could have got hired, bro. So I think this DUI really kicked the crap out of me, man, because, and I should have jumped on this job, bro, because they were hiring for HVAC, and you could have did HVAC and they would have hired you, and they were literally down the street from my job. I mean, down the street from my house. They're like, bro, the place I've been working have been 5 minutes from my house, bro. So I could have literally, dude, I could have literally, and I'm not saying you should do this. If I really want to be a cheapskate, Jake, bro, I didn't even have to. I wouldn't even have to buy a vehicle, bro. They're so close to me. I could have got a fucking I could have got a moped, bro. Got a moped and just went to back and forth to work to save money because it's just that close, bro. It's just that close. Like it's so close. I wouldn't even need a car. I'd just be stacking and stacking with my checks and stuff. But I would have to get around, so I would have to eventually get a car. But yeah, man, it would have been that close where gas wouldn't even been an issue. And even if they started me off at like 15, 16 as a helper HVAC, it would have been stacking here because I'm paying 500 a month, and you know I'm learning that skill of trade, and on top of that, I'm not even spending money for gas a lot, like cheapskate Jake prices. You know what I mean? Tips are kind of taxable now if you tip you now. Yeah, but yeah, I mean they'll tax that on that, but I will say this: if they tip you cash, it's all good. A lot of people be tipping cash. Uh, Pay them the 500 a month, bro. If you leave, they're gonna rent it to somebody else, and you're gonna be asked out. Yeah. So here's the thing, man. I mean, it's easier said than done because I'm not trying. I'm not trying to. I'm not trying to. I'm not trying to pay these people $1,000. Now I know. Oh man, you're gonna be paying more than that. But here's the thing, bro. But you know, I love being around these people. I love being around these little kittens and cats, and I feel loved and welcomed. And I really love it, man. And sometimes if you love something, you let it go. If it comes back to you, yours. If it ain't, it never was. Shout out to DMX, RIP to him. The thing about it is, guys, if I come back and I move back home to the States, I'm going to want to be around adults where I can bring females over and I can have a life again. Don't get me wrong. When I did this wasn't a permanent thing. Um, it got so comfortable where I actually wanted it to be a permanent thing, but it's only because it's so dirt cheap. And on top of that, the family's cool and I know people. And it's like a family. But at the same time, guys, you got to remember. And even though I said I can't, and I probably could, I can't really bring a girl here. You know what I mean? A female here. That's one. That's why I'm able to save up so much because I'm not messing with those hookers, and I'm not messing with those pro. I mean, I'm not even messing with those semi or non pros. You know what I mean? So it's like I got so focused this year. I got to really save some money, and that really helped me out. But I will say this, man. Sometimes you actually dread not having a life, and I'm not saying I didn't have a life because I got to go out, but you know, if a female wants to come over, or I'm dealing with somebody or whatever, I can't really bring them over because with the family like that. So it's a different situation. But I will say this, man. Me, if I leave and I come back, I'll be honest with you. I'm probably only staying in North Carolina, and this is being really transparent and honest. I'm probably only staying in North Carolina because of this DUI stuff. I really want to I'm thinking about leaving. So that's why I'm not really tripping on if they give it to somebody else, which I know they most likely will. But I'm gonna be a tough act to follow, bro, because you got two kids here, and they're I wouldn't say they're naive, but they're happy go lucky, and they're very affectionate, and they hug you and stuff like that. But you get some type of creep here, and these people are really wholesome, and you never know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a very nice guy, so uh uh I'm a good tenant. But for this other guys, you never know. And even not even on that level, but what if he's aggressive type of guy, or he gets drunk where, you know, he might hit the kids, or you never know. You know what I'm saying? You leave a guy here with your kids and your wife, you might not get a nice guy like me. You know what I mean? Is the money worth it? That's what they gotta ask themselves. Because I literally said, like, yo, I'll give you $100 per month. I wanna do something for 2 months, bro. I didn't even say 3 months. I said 2 months. I was actually gonna come back in November. Even though I don't have my court date till November 26th, I was gonna come back the 1st of November and stuff like that and start working, do whatever. I just wanted 2 months. But because they're putting it down like that, I'm like, okay, well, maybe I might push it to the middle of November to come back to the States. You know what I mean? And when I mean the middle, like, I'll push it to a date in the States where, because I know I've still paid medical insurance. I'd have it where I can come and see the doctor, and that same week I'm going for the DUI, and I see the dentist in that same week. So I knock that out. So even if, God forbid, say worst case scenario, they're like, oh yeah, we're gonna push it back to next year. If they say they're gonna push it back, I could probably go, find a way to go back overseas again. You know what I mean? I mean, I know it's gonna be expensive I know it's gonna be expensive if I do a last minute situation like that. But I'm really just coming back for that situation, the DUI. That's the reason why I'm coming back. Because really, if you really want to be honest, I have at least a good amount of money. I could probably at least do it until probably January at least, be overseas. So, but I'm only coming back for that situation because I don't want them to be like, oh, he ran off and then have a warrant for my arrest. But I wouldn't be surprised, guys, if I wouldn't be surprised, guys, if they push it back and I end up just going back overseas. Because, like I said, it all depends on what's going on with me. You know what I mean? It all depends. But yeah, I I might go back out, or I might live here and then just go vacation somewhere for 2 weeks or whatever and stuff like that. But I definitely want to be living overseas for the months. You know what I mean? Just to see how it is. You know what I mean? So many places I want to go to too, man. Like, yeah, Brazil's hitting, and a couple people are telling me, shout out to Philly Dom. He's like, man, you need to get down here, man. He's like, you need to get down here to not Philly. You need to get Philly Dom's like, you need to get down here in Brazil, man. And he got some good videos, man. I'm like, oh man. He's like, he's motivating me, man. He's motivating me. I'm like, yo, like, I'm like, yo, this might work. This might work. This might work, man. Because I ain't gonna lie, I did have a great time in Brazil. And I'll be honest with you guys. If I came back and my homeboy that's in DR is in DR in Boca Chica, as cheap it is out, please. Dude, I could be out in damn Boca Chica for a whole month, bro. It's so cheap. Are you kidding me? What? I'll find a hostel out there, or I'll just try to see if I get a weekly price out there on the rental, bro. Telling you, it's so dirt cheap out there. What? Cheapskate Jake prices. But yeah, the only thing it would be eating me up is the not the hustle, the storage. And I'm gonna try to see if I can get some for under $100 a month. Because if I can do that, and when I'm ready to do it, I could actually pay for it. Or I'm gonna just look for one and see what they got. Because I don't know, the stuff I have, I'll be honest with you, I mean, I could probably have a storage, or I could just send it to my mom and have her hold it, and then when push comes to shove, when push comes to shove, I can live when comes to shove, I could literally have her send it back down here because I don't really have a lot of stuff. I mean, I have a TV and a Xbox 360. I might sell that stuff depending on how much I'm gonna get out of it. But if they're like, yo, we ain't gonna, if they like, yo, you know, we ain't gonna give you much out of it, I might just give it to the kids so they can play the video games. You know what I mean? Just to show my appreciation. Because I don't have no security deposit I have to pay these people. So I'm good money, man. Like when I say I'm financially good, I want to say this, and I'm really transparent when I say this. Everything happens for a reason, and I really appreciate everything happening. Whether people were criticizing me, hating on me, or whatever, or it got to the physical. I'm really appreciative of it because what transpired last year wouldn't have made me the man I am today. You know what I mean? If I didn't get in that ring, if I would have, and a lot of people's like, oh, you should have lost. I mean, you should have won the fight against QB, like one of the guys was like, but if I would have won, I would have never learned anything. If I would have won, I don't even think I would probably really. I mean, I might have self-improved physically, but I don't think I would have self-improved money-wise. I don't think I would have been focused. I would have been indulging in the women, da da da. You know what I mean? And I don't think I would have had what I have right now saved up. So shout out to QB Passport, like them definitely. Let's see. I don't want to give them that 5, bro. Especially if I stay till the middle of November or end of November, bro. That's $1,500, bro. You know what I could do with $1,500, bro? $1,500, bro. That's what I'd be giving up. 1,500. Because I'm only coming here for this damn punk ass court case. That's the only reason why I'm coming back here. I mean, if you really want to keep it a buck, I could if they was like, yo, okay, we're gonna have you where you have a suspended license here, that would easily just motivate me to go to another state. You know what I'm saying? I'll just take myself somewhere else. I could even go. I'm not even trying to be funny, but I could probably even go to Georgia and live because it's cheaper there than North Carolina. You know what I mean? I could go to Georgia, like Savannah, Georgia, something like that, and live and stack up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like North Carolina, and don't get me wrong, it's been good to me, but I could go somewhere else and where I don't have the same BS. You know what I mean? It's a lot cheaper. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Trucking was only good back in pumping up the truck, and now it's yeah, man. A lot of people, man. That's what That's why when people say get your CDL, bro, it's like, I appreciate the motivation, man. I mean, I appreciate people trying to get me to do something good. So I'm never gonna bash those saying that, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I was thinking about it. I wasn't even thinking about the CDL. I was like, yo, I could get me a box strap. My credit score is over 700. I come there with my credit score. I'm buying any and everything. The only thing I got worried about owning my business in a truck business, the only thing I got worried about in box truck business is not the money, not the credit score, but the insurance. What do you guys? Are you guys rocking with your boy? Your boy got a DUI. And I'm not saying I'm not projecting I'm gonna be guilty, but let's just be honest, guys. I'm guilty. So if that being said, and I get found guilty and I have to do whatever, let's just say I have that on my record. Are these commercial insurance rocking with me? And if they are they gonna tax me? That's the question I need to ask. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying there's no opportunities in North Carolina. There are. I just did stupid stuff and I'm paying for it. One thing I will say, and this just in life and me growing older, getting older and mature and wiser, and even me when I did the boxing match, a lot of people don't want to take accountability for their actions. I noticed this in the space, but I'm not here to point people out and bash these YouTubers or travelers. But at this, because I'm not perfect, but at the same time, a lot of these guys don't hold up accountability to their own actions. They want to, BS. They want to blame this person. They want to make excuses, and really, it's dumb. You know what I mean? Like I've been around these guys overseas, and they're miserable. They got issues, and the only person you can really blame is they can only blame themselves. You know what I mean? But they won't. They'll blame somebody else. You know what I mean? Yeah, it is, especially in North Carolina. One guy said, "Man, if he knew what he knew now, he wouldn't even got his certification, his refrigeration certificate." He said he would have just stayed as a helper. No, I'm sorry. He said he wouldn't got certified as a tech, HVAC tech. He said if you get your refrigeration certificate, he said, man, you good. He said you could be a helper. He said that's all you really need is a certificate or refrigeration certificate. But he said if you stay a helper, you make an easy 20, I think it's $25 an hour. And it's easy work. And you're getting benefits and all that. You know what I mean? But you gotta like what you do too, because remember, guys, people talk about, oh, it's money, 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 but it's a long way to payday. My mom said this. It's a long way to payday, guys. You just go around, mess around with, and do jobs that pay good money, but if you hate it, what's the point? A lot of these guys in the travel space, and I'm not here to be the troll or be the bad guy in the travel space. I just give it to y'all raw, no chaser. You know what I mean? A lot of guys in this travel space, guys, a lot of them hate their jobs. They make good money. They make brag, oh, I make 6 figures a year. I make not 80K a year. I make 150K a year. They hate their jobs, guys. They just they have them. They're making all that money, so they're stuck. But what they really want to do, they can't afford to do, or they don't want to risk doing. So they got the money, but they can't do it because they got so much. They're so used to making that certain income. They got responsibility, kids, whatever, and they can't just risk it all. So they're stuck. They're trapped in that job. And yeah, the money's good, but they can't just leave. All right? You know what I mean? They can't just leave. I think my father was miserable at his job. I think he just didn't show it, but I think he was miserable at his job. That's why he drunk so much and messed with those school. If you don't pay the 500, is there a place you would go when you get back for the? No, I couldn't get. Well, here's the thing. So I'm glad you asked that. If I was to come back, and I wanted to live in North Carolina. If I want to come back, sorry guys. If I wanted to come back and live in North Carolina, there's a place, David's. This guy, he rents rooms. I could probably have a bathroom where I share, like I'm doing now. I'm sharing a bathroom. I could probably have a bathroom and a bed for probably like 500. I think probably 500, 550 a month. Mm. He might ask for a deposit, like $200 for a deposit, or he might not. I don't know, but yeah, it's in. I was gonna say Lewisburg. It's in Lewisburg. That spot is good because I mean, the good part about it is out in the country, so you're not around anything dangerous, right? Also about that spot, it's good because it's like, you have your own privacy. If you want to bring women there, you want to bang some hookahs, or you want to get a jump off and bring her there and smash her in the room, you can do that. You can do that. Mhm. You can do that. You're not gonna have no problems. You know what I mean? Because they got the bed and everything. You got your own bed. They already have beds provided stuff. But the thing about it is, I'll say this: it's just way out there, so you definitely need a car. I would definitely have to have a car if I'm going out there. I mean, I have to have a car here where I'm at too. Like, I'll be honest with you, I probably would try to shoot for Raleigh, even though it's more money. I would try to shoot for Raleigh only because it's close by everything. But I don't know, man. I don't even know if I would live back here. I love it here. Don't get me wrong, and I got a lot of great memories here. But yeah, it's just like, man, I kind of want to move on and find something different. You know what I mean? But North Carolina will always be my home, no matter what. North Carolina is like my home away from home, no matter what, because I'm originally from Boston. But if something happened, like God forbid, something happened to my mom or whatever, and you know she had the house, I don't think I would try to keep up with the house. I think I would, sell it. You know what I mean? Sell it, take the money, and I'll probably live down here. Right? Because North Carolina has its own vibe and stuff like that, and it's different. A lot of people are like, why don't you move back to Boston? But I'm like, man, Boston. So it's a lot. I get along with the people there, but they have some dangerous situations out there. I think Boston's probably more dangerous than Dagon, North Carolina. To be honest with you, man. I mean, today at a job, the guy had a gun. He was mad because his wife was demanding. Um, his wife was demanding. I mean, not his wife. Somebody was demanding his wife that delivered to her more for a tip or some more money for a tip or something like that. Excuse me. He thought it was me, and I was like, well, what did the guy look like? He said an older guy. I said, well, how old do you think I am? He said 30. I said, see, so couldn't been me, and I don't force people to give tips. So he was like, okay, you good, but yeah, he was ready to. He brought his gun to the job and everything, man. That's another reason what made me not really want to leave North Carolina, but go on my little vacation. And just to let you guys know, there's supposed to be an outbreak with the Mpox coming out. So another reason why I'm trying to do this now, guys, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't want. No, I'm kidding. I don't want. I don't want to. I don't want to keep waiting and waiting, stacking money or whatever, right? I know that sounds bad, waiting, stacking money like it's the worst thing in the world. I'm stacking money. But I wouldn't want to just keep stacking money. Then I'm ready to go travel, and then everything falls apart. And then now everything falls apart, and then not everything falls apart, but the outbreak comes, and now I'm stuck with this job and everything. Yeah, I could have like 50, 60 grand in my bank account, right? Or 70 grand in my bank account, right? But what's the point? I'm not even able to travel. They're like, oh yeah, you can't travel here, da da da. And then the job's like, oh, we can't find help. We ain't gonna co-sign for your vacation or whatever. Now I'm stuck like Chuck. So that's why I wanted to take this leap of faith, because I was like, well, let me jump on something now, man, instead of waiting, because tomorrow's not promised. Anything happen. My mom could something could happen with my mom might need me and I might have to stay in Boston for a year or so or 6 months. Then I can't travel no more. I'm forced not to travel. So it's always good to jump on and take that leap of faith to do it now, because tomorrow's not promised. Shout out to Swisher Camp and Philly Dom. I was talking about, they was saying that too. Um, but yeah, sometimes you gotta take that leap of faith. You know what I mean? If I rent out a room in my house for $500, and the person was gonna leave for a couple months and offer me $100 a month, I'd be offended. bruh, at least offer them half, say 250 a month while you gone. Well, the reason why I said $100 a month, the reason why I said $100 a month, man, is because the reason why I said $100 a month is because all I'm doing is holding my stuff there. You know what I mean? I'm not spending no money. Now, if they need 250, I don't mind spending it, but you gotta remember, I got to take in consideration my expenses to uh to travel, so that's gonna heighten up more. You know what I mean? But you're right, I could do it. I mean, they didn't even ask for half. They actually just want the 500. So I don't know, man. I mean, I might hit them with that, like, yo, okay, I'll give you 250 a month, and that's my final offer, and see what happens. But at the end of the day, man, I mean, 500 a month, man. I can't do that, man. This is crazy. I can't do that. You and I know these little kittens and these cats are gonna miss me. But you staying, but yeah. What made you shut your channel down to play? Oh no, I actually shut my channel down because we had a agreement to shut the channel down if I lose the fight. I did that to show QB I was serious and I was gonna pull up because he thought I was gonna flake like the yoga and Nat Measy situation. So I had to show him I was a man of my word. That's why I put up the channel. I mean, I could have said not put up the channel and put something else up, but I think I need a new refresher. And I'll be honest with you, if I sometimes I regret dropping the other channel because if I didn't drop the other channel, I would probably been monetized. And right now, I could probably just drop my job and go out there if being monetized. But because you know I did what I did, now it's like I gotta work hard to get up to that status again. But if that's the case, just put your stuff into one of those containers that they ship and stay overseas as long as you want. When you come back, your stuff is already in the new city. Oh, what's the case? I mean, you said if that's the case, just put what are those the containers that they ship? Yeah, you gotta tell me more about that because I'm curious about that. Because I'm trying to figure out where I would live. Actually, look at guys. Look, I'm gonna show you guys. Look, this daggone cat, how he's looking sad. Look at him. He's like, "You're leaving me now? What's going on? Who's gonna feed me?" The little cat. He's like the little kid. And he's like, "Man, my big brother's always gonna be bullying me. You're not gonna be able to take him, pull him off of me. He'll be all right. He should be big, a little bit bigger by then, hopefully." But yeah, I know with the Mexican family, I got a good thing with them. So if I want to come back and see the cats, they'll probably let me. You know what I mean? I don't think they'll hold anything against me. You know what I mean? But and who knows? Who knows? When I come back, they might have an opening. They might have an opening. If I hit them up, they might have an opening. And I'm like, oh, we got a room. We couldn't find nobody. Or this guy wasn't good. We'd love to have you back. You know what I mean? Because I'm like one of the best tenants. I pay early. You know what I mean? But and I know maybe I should have did this before. Like a lot of obstacles came in my life. I should have did this way before, guys. Because I think if I didn't had the obstacles in my life, I would have been jumped on this. And if I would have did this way earlier in my life, I probably wouldn't even been tripping about living overseas. I probably like, all right, I'm gonna just go on a 2 week vacation and stay here. But I've already done these vacation trips, man. And I'm not saying I want to be an expat or live overseas permanently, but I want to live over. I mean, I want to. It's all life is all about leveling up, guys. Right? And shout out to QB Passport Flexing. I'm not kissing no behind. No besos on QB Passport Flexing's culo. You know what I mean? But I will say this. One thing I learned about him and just learned about in general, it's all about leveling up in life. If you stay stagnant, you will be considered like one of those incels, those introverts, those losers, because you're not pushing your full potential. And I'm just like, yo, I did the vacation. Okay, we not even vacation. I did the mongering. I did a resort before. I never did a cruise, which I'm thinking about doing in the future. But one thing for sure, two things for certain. Because cruises are expensive, so I don't think about cruise right now. I've never lived overseas. So I want to level up with my traveling. You know what I mean? It's all about. That's why people be like, oh, some people be like, oh, you're traveling. Oh wow, and U-Haul has a U-Box. Oh wow, they're called pods, and U-Haul has U-Box. So I just can put my stuff in a pod, right? Go to Thailand close to Muay Thai gym and go hard for 90 days. Oh man, I'll really shred up, right? Who knows? I might go to Thailand for my birthday because I might just do, you never know. I could possibly do Brazil for a month or so. Or say even if I do Brazil for 2 weeks, right? Say if I do, I might be like, oh, I'm gonna do Brazil for 2 or 3 weeks, and then I might just do Thailand, go to Thailand. You know what I mean? But I know if I was to go to Asia, I'd probably be staying out there for a minute. Yeah, for a minute. Because they got the cheapskate J prices. Part of me actually wants to go to Asia, but I kind of want to go to I kind of want to go to Brazil now, only because, guys. God, daggone refrigerator. What are you doing? Fucking cat was about to go in the refrigerator. You're causing trouble again. He was just like your older brother. Yeah, you go. You all right. Yeah, I kind of was gonna actually come back. If I came back to the States and they didn't convict me, I was actually gonna go to Asia from November to January. I was gonna do something like that, but I know it's gonna be pricey. It's gonna be real pricey. Real pricey. Real pricey. I could probably pull a personal loan. I could probably do this. Pull out a personal loan, even if I have the money, pay the ticket with the loan, wait a couple of months, and then pay it off, or a month or two, pay the whole thing off, and skyrocket my damn credit score. Give me y'all game right now. I jump across y'all's credit score. My credit score is like 740, 750 right now, at least. But Thailand looks like a good option, man. I actually want to be like Jay Mees and go to daggone Japan, man. Japan looks promising, man. But I don't want to go somewhere I don't know nobody. The reason why I would go to Brazil because I know kind of people there, and on top of that, the vibes is friendly. You know what I mean? Like people talk about Japan, but Japan's not really a friendly area, bro. It's really more introverted style. So, and I could do Thailand, cheap, cheap, cheap. Thailand might be good. I gotta think about it though, because that would be good if to go to Thailand. I would have to really choose hard. Do I want to go to Brazil? The reason why I say Brazil, guys, because we already know 2025 they're gonna put that. I'm just letting you guys know. But for anybody that's listening, 2025, 2025, they're slapping that visa on us, right? They're slapping that visa on us 2025. So whatever you're gonna do, if you're gonna go to Brazil, go now, unless you want to pay that visa. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if I go to Brazil now and enjoy it, if they slap that visa, I could choose to go back, or I'd be like, no, I don't feel like going back. I already went twice. You know what I mean? But at least with the opportunity to present itself, I can go a second round. You know what I mean? But Brazilian food's actually good, man. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Brazilian food's actually good. I could actually probably go to Brazil and get in shape too, by going to the gym. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. You could bootstrap. You could bootstrap overseas and put out mad content. You could bootstrap overseas and put out mad content. What is bootstrap? You got. I don't understand what you're talking about. Bootstrap overseas. You could bootstrap overseas and put out mad content on YouTube to hopefully catch the algorithm. Live cheap like a month, like 1K a month, and make sure the content is good and has a purpose for example. Yeah, so what I'm thinking about, Jamie, is because I don't think I'm gonna change the phone. I don't know. Excuse me. I might keep this phone. I know I got an iPhone 6, but I mean I can use it as a camera. Excuse me, I can use that as a camera, but yeah, I can use that as a camera, but yeah, I'd have to do some editing, but the iPhone I could use as a camera, which would be cheap. It's six. It's an iPhone 6. It's cheap. It's free. I could use that as a camera and do videos and get my joint popping, or I could just buy a GoPro. Well, GoPro Hero Black that I was using, because if you don't know, on some of my Cuban videos, I recorded with the Hero Black, man. And the videos came out real good. I'm not gonna front. The videos came out real good on the Hero Black, man. So I kind of want to get my Hero Black back. I'll get it from a pawn shop, get a camera from there, and then use that to vlog. Because I don't want to ever have to depend on my phone as I don't want to ever have to depend on my phone right here, my main phone, as what I'm traveling with. Because if I have all my data, my information, whatever, my personal stuff, that needs to be locked up. That needs to be secure. I need to, have that at all times. And then I could probably get an iPhone or something else. And maybe I could, do something like that. And that could be my phone. I could put a chip in or have them, whatever, right? And then I can use that as my travel phone. But you never want to have your main phone as your phone doing it in any country. Like say, for a perfect example, say if I go to daggone Brazil and I'm like, yo, you know what? Brazil's cool. Let me check out Colombia. I get ballsy, right? I catch a couple of too much to drink. I'm like, yo, let me go to Colombia. And I go to Colombia, right? And I get my phone taken and all my information on it. Now they probably won't get no money from it, but at the same time, you don't want that stolen because now you're stuck like Chuck. Now I probably won't. If I go to Colombia, I probably would go to Barranquilla if I was gonna go from. I would leave Brazil and go to Barranquilla, Colombia. I'll probably do something like that, man. And I wouldn't be meeting. I'll tell you right now, I'm not meeting no damn women on no damn Tinder. Not in Brazil. Not Brazil. Not in Colombia. Hell no. I don't even think I meet them in Brazil either, bro. Because I actually bag women in the streets. I'm not trying to brag, but I actually bag chicks in the street. Like the thing about it is, I only know a couple words, but I do have the balls to do it. What I spend a month living in Thailand, or what I spend a day on food in Brazil, or best places to visit in Rio, Brazil. Oh wow, you could bootstrap overseas. So bootstrap is technically to boost. Okay, let me see. To bootstrap means to live cheaply and start small and work. Okay, yeah, I could rock with that. That's some cheapskate Jake prices. What I spent a month in living. What spend a day on food in Bangkok. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna be talking about that, Jamies. You're gonna really help me when I go overseas. Best place to live is yeah. And actually, Jamies, I'm gonna be honest with you. You know why I want to go to Dagon, Brazil? Because right, the reason why I want to go to Brazil is because there's other places besides Rio. Some guys they just go to Rio and they don't know how to move. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying there's no attractive women in Rio. Let's get this straight. There are some baddies in Rio. I went to Rio where I've seen women, dude. Bro, I swear to God. Oh my God. Like they have makeup on and they look good, but I swear to God, they go to the beach, get in that water, and they got that stunning. I'm gonna say this right now. The women in Brazil, when they get in that water, they got that stunning magazine model appeal, bro. Like the models. I don't know if you guys remember Cindy Crawford back in the day, or them when they had the girls come out of the water and their hair be wet and they be glistening and they have that tan and they have them pretty eyes bro, the Brazilian women got that, bro. They have that. So it's like I don't understand how dudes can be like, yo, there's no attractive women in Rio, bro. I really don't get it. I mean, I get it, but I don't get it. Because I'm telling you right now, I seen a gorgeous girl. Lily told me she loved the guy that played Captain America, Chris Evans. There was a guy that was from Hungary. He wasn't cut up like that guy, but he was like more stocky like him. The guy didn't jump on the opportunity. She said Captain America, and she agreed with me. The dude from Hungary looked just like the guy from Captain America that played him, Chris Evans. But he didn't jump. He didn't jump. He on it. He just said, "Oh, here's my room. You can do this." He wasn't. Now you don't have to be super aggressive, but you have to be a nice medium, man. Like this guy was even a bro. This guy was even a soft aggression. He was like, bro, this dude was if you want to consider aggression as spicy, bro, he was like a freaking green pepper, bro. Not spicy at all, bro. He wasn't even coming out spicy at all. You ain't gotta be a habanero, but you gotta be at least like at least a jalapeno, you know what I mean? Or a chili. Jesus Christ. This guy was like a green pepper. And she was bad too. That's the thing. This girl looked good in Brazil. I'm like, what? And when I found out about this pat back, because I know you talking about, I know you Jamie's you talking about bootstrap. I was gonna do something like that, or like the backpacker stuff. You know what I mean? The backpack travel. I was gonna try something like that. That might be good. That might be good. The backpack travel. Mhm. But yeah, man. that backpack travel might be that's what I'm gonna mostly do. I'm not gonna really be having an apartment like that. I might try something like that, but I'm gonna be really the backpack travel. That's gonna be more that's gonna be more affordable for me. Because if you do it $10, what $10? It depends. If apartment's like 250 or 300, I might jump on it. But usually when you do like a backpack travel, you get $10 a day. That's not too bad. You know what I mean? And I might try to look at something with the hostels if I could work for them and work my money off. You know what I mean? Because if I might say, yo, I'll wash dishes or I'll clean up if y'all, give me a free room. I'd do that. Mm, mm. Oh yeah, because all you gotta do is pay your food, and if I could pay for my food, I ain't gonna eat that much. I can live. Listen, again, I can't grace this man enough on this live, and I'm not just doing this just to kiss his behind or get clout. QB was pushing me to. Well, I was already doing before QB one meal a day, and that's how I got into the DUI situation, guys, because I actually got to a point where I was eating so healthy, man. And the reason why you guys see me crappy when I was doing the fight for QB is because I had to stay 200 pounds. Like if I went under 200, yo, you guys would never got the fight, bro. I'm sorry. But there was one time I actually drunk a fruit and veggie smoothie. I made some fruit and veggies. That was gonna be my only meal because I was determined. I wanted to get to 190 pounds. This was way before, I want to say, before we were going to even fight. So I was determined, like, oh, I'm going to tighten up my diet. I was doing push-ups and burpees. That's all I was doing. No pull-ups, no dips, is push-ups and burpees. And I was getting toned up. And with that, and it got to be a point where I was actually drinking a smoothie a day because I could resist my hunger, and I was doing one meal a day, and I even got to be a point where I did a smoothie, fruit and veggie smoothie, because I was gonna clean out my system, and I just wanted to be toned and ripped. I didn't care about having big muscles. Fruit and smoothie, and that was in that one day. And when I did that, when I got into that alcohol situation, well, not alcohol, when I got invited and I drank some alcohol, my body couldn't handle it because one, I was gonna drink some light beers, and that would have been good, like some Michelob's. I could handle it, but I got some wings, some buffalo wings, which is protein, because I was trying to stay away from the bad BS. But I was like, I'll eat some meat, some protein, but I didn't eat, and I should have. And when I got that hard liquor in me, it just tore my world all up. And that's how I got into DUI, guys. Just if you guys don't know anybody that's in there. So yeah, but yeah, I think if I go to Brazil, I can eat one meal a day and be good. I don't even need to. I don't need two or three. You know what I mean? And I think I would probably even join the gym, to be honest with you. Or I'd probably just do push-ups and burpees. I probably do like burpees and stuff, and I would probably get up in the morning, go outside, do like 100 burpees, and once I do that, I'm good. Like, a lot of guys don't understand, right? He said, a lot of guys don't understand. You really don't need that much to get in shape, guys. Like, I got a pull-up bar right now, which I might donate back to the donation place or whatever, or I might just have these people here and give it to them and tell them they can use it to get in shape. But really, you really don't need much. Like, I got the pull-up bar, but I mean, yeah, it's giving me muscles and it's giving me a little toned up top, but we really don't need. The pull-up bar just give me more, I think, more muscle up top, like strength up top. But to be honest with you, if you can do burpees and you can do push-ups, you're good, because you do burpees, they're gonna work your cardio. You could do squats, lunges, calf raises. You're gonna get toned legs. You don't need to be buff and big. You just need to be toned and healthy. And that cardio is going to help your heart, guys. You know what I mean? Like, your heart is more important than any of that crap. You don't need to be muscle bound or whatever. I could show you guys. I mean, I don't got a picture now, but I had a picture saved. And shout out to QB Pascal Flavy Gas. I had a picture of me where I was like slim, trim, like a bicycle rim, toned arms off, just doing push-ups, sit-ups, and running, bro. That's it. And I'm be honest with you, most of that time I was doing push-ups and walking, because I did running like I want to say, I think I did running maybe 4 or 5 times a week around the track. But and I did the sit-ups that was like 25 reps each, and then the push-ups 25. But I was doing push-ups throughout the day, and I was walking a lot. So that kind of actually toned me up a lot, with the push-ups and the walking. Because the walking's the cardio, and then the push-ups, you know what I mean? Yeah. Don't take a loan, get a second job. Yeah, get a second job with another Marco's Pizza, right? Yeah, you're right, man. I'm not trying to do no loan, because I'm actually debt free, guys. Like, I don't have no credit card loans. Only time I get a credit card where I have to pay a credit card, guys, is if I donate a super chat to shout out my big homie Razor Rays. If I do a super chat to Razor Rays, QB Bapper Flexing, or somebody else, if I do a super chat to you people, that's the only time I have to pay a credit card loan. That's it. And it's like $5 to $10. And I pay that off, I'm good. I really don't have no credit card stuff. But I will tell you guys, if I do Brazil, one thing's for sure, two things for certain. Whether I'm doing Brazil, I'm going to Thailand, or any of these places, I will have to go to my bank and see where they have Banks of Americas at these places. The reason why is, guys, because if they have Bank of America in these places, one, I don't have to bring a lot of money on me. Two, I get access to my money. And three, you know what I mean? Like, it's much easier. You know what I mean? If something happens, I can get my money quicker. Even if I was to bring around, I know this sounds crazy, even if I was to have $8,000 in my, if I was to have $8,000 in my carry-on, right? Right? Because I know 10,000 they look funny, but if I were to have $8,000, right, for 2 months, right? Just hypothetically speaking. Say if I have $8,000 for 2 months, 3 months, whatever, right? Let's say I have 8,000 for 2 months. I know it's gonna be 3 months, but let's say 8,000 for 2 months. If I have that right around, if I have that in my bank, it's much safer, because anything can happen. You know what I mean? Luggage get taken, you know what I mean? Whatever, and I'm screwed. You know what I mean? Not all the way. I still got money in the bank, but it would be a loss, man. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely want to check with these banks. I also want to get and see if they have bank cards. I think I have a bank card right now. I want to make sure if I have a bank card, I can use it without getting hit with the ATM fee. That's gonna be a lot of like this. Like, if I decide to do this, guys, which I want to say I'm 70-80% into it. I want to say 80% I'm into it, because the 20% is like, with the job and stuff. But 80% into it, I gotta go to my bank, make sure I'm covered for that. So I gotta go to my bank, make sure I'm covered for that. I gotta find a storage unit I could put my stuff in, or I could just send my stuff. I'll probably have to send my stuff. Like you said, I think you said, what is it? What'd you say again? The U-Haul has a U-box. I could probably put in there and okay. I'm gonna probably take that option then. I'm gonna take that option. I think I'm gonna go with U-Haul and put it in a box. See how much they cost. See if I get with U-Haul, put in a box. I know there's one on Capitol Boulevard. If I get with them and I got my stuff already there, I'm good. And see how much they're charging per month. Damn, kittens are starting trouble. But yeah, see how much they charge a month, and that way If they're charging cheapskate J prices under, if they're charging under, say, $100 a month, that'll be good. I'll rock with that because then I could do what I want. You know what I mean? Because I know I'm probably gonna end up. I'm gonna be nearby there anyways. I'm probably gonna get a hotel on Capitol Boulevard. And the reason why I say this is because I can walk up and down Capitol Boulevard and go to the store, get some food, whatever. Because when I come back, I'm not gonna try to do Uber Eats or DoorDash. I'm gonna wanna get some food and be able to cook it, or either get some hot food and bring it home. What the hell is he talking about? Hold on a second. What are you crying about? Hang on, cat. What are you causing trouble again? Oh, it's crying. Get out of here. I'm gonna have your big brother beat you up again. You keep it up. Doggone cats. These playing with these daggone cats will drive you crazy. But yeah, I might have to do that. I might have to talk to U-Haul and let me see. I might have to take a screenshot of this if you don't mind. Let's see. U-Haul has a U-Box. Okay, I'm gonna take a picture of that so I remember this. Okay. And then I'll do that accordingly. Go to her. Japan's more expensive for the. Oh yeah. That's why I'm like, I want to do Japan, but I heard they're cheap. Jamie said they got them cheapskate. The prices went down though. And that's the only thing. The prices went down. And time. Oh yeah, Thailand. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. I might end up going to Thailand in October. I might do September. I might do somewhere. It depends how my money's looking, but I might do Brazil in September. And then you never know. I might be hopping to other spots. You know what I mean? Depending on my money. Because I could possibly go to all of Central America if I want. Excuse me. I could probably go. Excuse me. I could probably do Brazil for 500 because I know Rio's like 500 right now. Do Rio for 500 right now. And I'm wondering what Hertz. I'm with Hertz right now, and they're like, "Oh yeah." I'm wondering how much does it cost to return the car to a different Hertz in another place? Because if I can, man, I might drive the Hertz rental I got and drive it to a Hertz in a different state. And if they're like, "Yo, we're just gonna charge you like X amount of dollars, like $25 a shipping fee to ship it back or whatever," that's fine. Because at the end of the day, if I can drive to Orlando, Florida, or drive to Florida, I can get a cheaper price going to Brazil. It's gonna be way cheaper than 500. I know that sucker's gonna be way cheaper. And I could drive to that place and then drop off the car and then fly to Brazil. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to see little nicks and crannies. You know what I mean? But yeah, Thailand. Asia's good, but I would definitely have to be on the West Coast probably to get it them cheapskate J prices. I would have to fly into probably Tijuana from Brazil, if that makes sense. Or even fly to, I would probably, sorry, I'm gonna chop the mic. I would probably have to fly from Brazil to probably, or Colombia, or wherever it is, DR, wherever, to Tijuana, and then go and get the LAX situation, with that Asia situation. But like I said, I kind of want to do Asia on the back end after my situation because I feel like it's better. You know what I mean? I feel like it's better, but who knows? You know what I mean? I mean, as long as I'm able to go to Brazil, I'm good. You know what I mean? Brazil, I'm really trying to do a good, probably do Brazil a little bit, maybe do Brazil. I want to actually do a lot of spots in Brazil, man. Not a lot of spots. I'm sorry. I want to do a couple of spots in Brazil. So I want to try to see if I could go back to Rio. Maybe do Sao Paulo. What the hell is the cat always crying about? Do Rio. Maybe do Sao Paulo. But I definitely want to do Rio. I definitely want to do Rio and Florianopolis. Florianopolis. I want to do Florianopolis. Florianopolis is actually the safest. Florianopolis is actually the safest place to go. What are you crying about? What do you want? I'm leaving soon. What are you gonna do? How are you gonna get any food for Christ's sakes? Get out of here. Go to your mother. Florianopolis, I heard, is clean and got them European style women in Brazil, man. It's really clean. They got the beaches. But I go to Florianopolis, man, I'm gonna get a hostel by the beach, and I'm gonna just be going to the beach back and forth, and probably actually, to be honest with you guys, I wouldn't even need. Listen, you talk about hold on a second. You talk about go to a gym, bro. If I go to a beach and I swim in the water for an hour a day, I'm good. I go to a beach and I swim at the. If I go anywhere off the country and I swim for an hour a day, I'm good. I don't need to do nothing else. Swimming is the best exercise. Listen, there's two top things of exercise you can do. Well, three. There's swimming, calisthenics, and then there's boxing. You know what I mean? These are actually sports too. Swimming, well, calisthenics ain't a sport, but swimming and boxing are the two top things you can do. But I say calisthenics, but if you can't get to a boxing gym or whatever, hit the bag, swimming and calisthenics is the best thing you can do. Especially swimming. You go in the water and swim for an hour, 2 hours, you will burn calories. You will get in shape. Big facts. You don't even need a gym, to be honest with you. Some guys, they don't they have to go to the gym because they want to look good for everybody. But if you get in that water and swim, you'll be good. Let's see. Swimming is actually healthy for you too. Sorry about that. This daggone cat, daggone big cat is hungry. He's always eating. And then if I eat something, he's gonna be looking at me like he don't get no food. iPhone 6 Ninja. He said, "What the F are you doing?" I got my niece and nephew funny, and they complain they want something new. listen, Jamies, this was something free 99. Cheapskate Jake prices, man. I know the little kittens look at me like, yeah, you capping, man. He's looking at me over there. Listen, this was cheapskate Jake prices, guys. This is not something I chose to get. My boy gifted me. When I mean gifted, free 99 he gave me. Excuse me. He had an iPhone. I didn't even know. I thought it was an iPhone 7. It's actually an iPhone 6. Excuse me. He said, yo, this will help you with your videos, right? This is not recent. This was long ago, but I didn't know it went out of date. So I'm like, oh man, shoot. And I can't even upload certain stuff. Now, if I have the iPhone he gave me, if I could upload apps or whatever, I would do it. But I'm gonna be honest with you, how much is an iPhone? iPhone 8 because I might need to get one of those. I might need to get one of those. I can't trade in the iPhone 6 though. They're gonna laugh at me. But I might need to get the iPhone 8. But see, I just need the camera. I don't need all that other stuff. But I wanted to be able to upload to YouTube. So that's the thing. But the iPhone 6 I could probably use as a camera. Again, people gonna laugh at me, whatever. It is what it is. I gotta do what I gotta do, right? iPhone 6, that's absurd. Hey, listen, I didn't pay for it like these mongers be talking about. I didn't pay for it. I didn't pay for it, guys. It was for these cheapskate Jake prices. I didn't pay for it. It was free 99, guys. I didn't pay for it. It was free 99. I didn't pay for it. So you can't blame me if I didn't pay for it. If somebody gives me some, anybody gives you some, guys, you gotta understand. Anybody that gives you anything, you can't be choosy, right? I never had an iPhone before. Excuse me. I never had an iPhone before. But I will say the picture quality is awesome, right? The picture quality is awesome. Now I heard some people have the iPhone 15 and 14 whatever Pro, right? But some of them don't even use the 4K because it takes too much space. So it's like, man, what the hell? I just need some good camera quality. But I heard the iPhone is good camera quality. I will say that. That's why I'm keeping iPhone 6. I don't care what y'all talk about. Man, that camera quality is top notch, man. I can work around that, man. That camera quality is good. I don't even think I need a GoPro to be honest with you. I think I'd bring that camera around, that iPhone around, do videos, do pictures, and be good, bro. Send an email, boom, bada bing, bada boom. You know what I mean? It's a preference because I have seen more beautiful. It's a preference because I've seen more beautiful women in Baja than Rio in the vid. I will say this: Florianopolis. Oh, wait, hold on a second. Stop. Let's stop it. We have got our presence graced by the notorious, the infamous Knack Measy, guys. You know, I had to stop my conversation. My damn cat was about to jump off the. You think I'm laughing? Look. My cat was gonna jump off there. She stopped just because I mentioned Knack Measy. She's actually has the ops in the yard probably because I seen her looking. She jumped on there looking at ops trying to get her, but she stopped there once I said Nat Measy was in the building. That's how bad it is, guys. That's how bad it is. She stopped. Like I was like, what in the world? I was like, I looked at Jack Measy. I was like, oh man. Oh, that makes sense. I'm worried, but I'm not worried. I'm not worried. I'm not worried because Nat Measy's in the building, but I'm worried that the no-tail cat is around and she's ready to go down. And listen, this no-tail cat can't pull a yoga. He's getting all the smoke. Wait, where's my damn gray big cat? Oh, this guy's ready for action too. I think he's somewhere in the yard. Oh, they're gonna jump his behind. He ain't gonna be able to yoga out. They're gonna get him. They ain't gonna be able to run out. They're gonna grab him, pull him, or do it. Listen, I ain't see nothing. I don't know what's going on. All I'm concerned about is going overseas. Mm-hmm. What you cats do that no-tail cat? I don't see it. I don't know. I don't care. I don't want to even know. Shout out to Jack Measy though. It's a preference because I've seen. Yeah, I've seen in Florianopolis. I've seen some guys tell me there was some gorgeous European style. Oh, here you are, the gray one. He's okay. I thought he was ready for action. Yeah, he probably scared him off. That's what he really did. You Nat Measy, that guy. That's what I'm gonna say about you, you gray one. You Nat Measy, that no-tail cat. You had him yoga in his pants. And he probably don't even got fans. Thailand will break the views. Yeah, Thailand will. But it can get wild out there. The only thing about it is Thailand's like over $1,000. Thailand's over $1,000 travel. Brazil to Rio round trip is 500. I can only imagine how much is one way, bro. Brazil probably 200-300 already there. Round trip is 500. I can only imagine one way how much it is. You know what I mean? So I'm talking to people trying to figure out you know, I'm trying to figure out what's the best choice. But I do want to do Brazil, man, because I do want to do both Asia and Brazil. This cat. Oh, the ops probably came back. She's looking around. Glad. Oh, wait, get you one of the newer iPhones, and the cameras are super good. Yeah. I mean, the iPhone 6 camera is good too. But yeah, you're right. I just don't. Here's the thing, guys. When I tell you guys this, I'm putting y'all the game. Shout to Nat Measy. Shout out to Nat Measy. But yeah, those iPhones, they are a hot commodity overseas, man. Like, if you have a not GoPro. If you have an iPhone, shout out to Nat Measy. He from Brooklyn. Having a I'm sorry, I keep saying GoPro because I keep thinking of David Bond. Jamie's, you got me thinking about David Bond with the Thailand thing because that's what blew him up. Shout out to Nat Measy. He from Brooklyn. But I'm gonna be honest with you. You have an iPhone overseas, you gotta cuff it because it's like having a chain walking around Brownsville or Brooklyn. If you're not respected, you will get rejected and they will take it, and there's nothing you could do. You'll just get neglected. Bike facts, bars. So you gotta be careful overseas, guys, when you have a daggone iPhone, man. Especially Dominican Republic. That's like a gold chain to them. You know what I mean? That's like a gold chain to them. So it's like a gold chain. You know what I'm saying? So you never know what's gonna happen with that situation. So you gotta be careful, guys. You gotta be real careful, guys. I'm watching these cats fight. Jesus Christ. The bigger cats is making the little one tougher. I don't like this because it feels like if you guys get me to go to Thailand, Nat Measy is gonna be like the big cat. I'm gonna be a little cat, get me tougher. But yeah. If you hear that screaming, that's a little cat, the little gray cat. He's crying. How you gonna start a fight and cry afterwards? I mean, I get it, but I don't get it. And then the mom's is looking. I don't know what the mom's looking at, but yeah, she's just in a straight daze. Uh, whatever. These cats are weird. But anyways, going on with the topic of the Brazil. I was just looking at these cats, man. I'm telling you, I'm gonna miss these cats if I leave, man. These cats are. I don't even need YouTube. I don't even need no freaking internet. I could just come out here and watch these cats and just get pure entertainment off these cats alone, guys. There's a whole new entertainment. $3.99. Cheapskate Jake prices, of course. But yeah. If I want to do Brazil because I want to do Florianopolis, and I really want to check that out and see what they have to offer because it's the safest. It's one of the safest cities in Brazil. They have a beach, and the women are European like. Brothers love that white and tight guys. So, in Florianopolis, even though it's small, whatever, the thing about Florianopolis, it's untapped. People ain't really talking about it, man. I go on my channel and start talking about that, man. Flames. Flames. That's all you're gonna see. Flames. Like Flaming Young, flames. Like top quality videos like Flaming Young. But I'm telling you, man, if I do that, it's gonna really do it should do good. I'm not gonna say it is because I don't know, but it should do good. But yeah, it should do good, but you never know. But at the end of the day, I do want to check it out because I want to see what's going on out there. um like I said, I've been to Asia, but I want to do something different because see, Asia, I can come back, work my money up, and go to Asia in February, right? Like, say if I come back in November, right? I'll bust my ass till January. Then January, February, whatever, I'll take a 2-week trip and go out to Asia. 3-week trip, go out to Asia. I'm good, right? But the thing about it is, I'm not good like that in Brazil because once 2025 comes, I gotta get the visa. So I'd rather do that. Also, guys, I will be taking care of prior engagements already. I will be paying certain engagements. I'm not gonna put out here, but I will be paying like 6 months in advance for that. So I'm good. So they're not all my behind when I'm out of the country. I don't have no credit card payments, no car payments, no. And one thing about it is I'm gonna have to do, guys. I'm gonna have to get them make sure there's a couple of things I'm gonna have to make sure. I'm probably gonna have to get my phone shut off, and the reason why is because the reason why I'm gonna have to get my phone shut off because I don't want to be paying $60 a month. That's additional charge I don't need, guys. Right? $60 a month. Gotta get the car insurance knocked off, right? Let them know I'm leaving. Also, too, guys. Also, too. I gotta make sure any transactions I got that not replica, like any Peacock stuff, I gotta get rid of all that. This is how I'm gonna be able to save money. Because if I work, right? My whole thing is I'm gonna try to work until and like I said, it doesn't have to be the 1st of September. It could be the first or second week of September I do it, right? I don't have to literally do it the first week of September. I could work the first week of September and then do it the second week. But I definitely need to know when I'm gonna leave and stuff like that and book my stuff. Now, I will say this, with my main job, they're pressing me about getting a car. I need to know how long can I have till I get a new car. Because here's the thing, I'm not trying to get a new car because that's more expense, more damage to the situation. So I'm gonna have to see how long they're gonna have the new car and how they're gonna do that. Because if they're like, oh, you got till the end of August, and if you don't have a new car, we're gonna have to let you go, whatever, then I'm just gonna be like, okay, well, guess what? I'm leaving the 1st of September. Give me till that because I'm leaving, whatever, or whatever it is, right? I'm not buying a new car. I'm not buying a new car. I'm sorry. Like, I'm not about to buy a new car. I'm gonna just be stacking and quarterbacking. You know what I mean? And yeah, I might be finding another way of making income on the side. I will say this: if they can offer me up to close to 40 hours a week, and I only got 1 day off, I will end up taking that if I already know I'm gonna leave. Because the simple fact is, if I do that and I get my money up, I know it sounds weird, I should have the money I need. And plus the money that the extra hours I'm gonna be putting aside, when I finally leave, that extra money will come in handy because that extra money will probably get me straight for the first month, or even the first half a month. You know what I mean? So I got a lot of stuff I gotta do, guys, with this. If I do decide to go to Brazil, I have a lot of stuff to do. I gotta talk to my bank. I gotta get stuff in order, guys. I definitely gotta get in a ball, and I definitely gotta give my landlord a heads up ahead of time, at least 2 weeks notice. I ain't gotta give him a whole month, but I gotta give him some notice. And if worst case scenario, if I'm staying a week extra, he might let me pass and give that or whatever, or he might not. Now, the thing about it is he might give me a week pass and he might say, okay, you can leave the second week of September. And then I might throw him some extra money or whatever it is, right? Whatever it is, right? But I gotta jump on something soon. But I think if I can have it where I can work a first week or second week in September, I'll have that extra money coming in. So when I do go to Brazil, I got that extra money coming in. So it's on top of what I already have. You know what I mean, guys? Because remember, when I come back, I'm coming back for that 26th to do that. I'm coming back on the 26th of November for the fight that court date of the DUI. So I'm going to be staying longer than the 1st of November. So that will offset that. You know what I mean? So it'll be definitely a guaranteed 2 months. If I could leave, I'm sorry, if I could leave earlier, I will. But I think if he gives me the chance to make that week or 2 weeks and I can work, that will work because then I definitely have extra money. I have extra money I can spend, and it's pushing it back more. And that'll be extra money I have because once September comes in, um, and I really don't even have to, be in Brazil for if I want to be in Brazil for 3 weeks, I could do a week in Rio, a week in Sao Paulo, and then a week in Florence, and then go somewhere else and maybe do DR and do an apartment in DR. You know what I mean? But I'm or wherever, right? But I'm gonna have to make a move. I'm definitely gonna have to have my money right. But I appreciate you guys rock with me. I will say this though, going to Brazil would be a great opportunity because I've been to Brazil before. It's different. Um, it's very different. The people are hospitable and they show you a lot of hospitality. When I went to Brazil, I loved it, guys. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I loved it in Brazil. Like it was on a different level, guys. And I'll say this: the Brazilian people definitely are very hospitable. And if I can take advantage of, and when I mean take advantage, I mean this in a good way. If I could take advantage and work off my living expense, that would be awesome because that's the expense I don't have to do. And I'm gonna try to see if I could do that when I'm over there. But that would be an option. You know what I mean? And trying to learn the Portuguese and stuff like that because I'm not just over there just to be over there, guys. But I will try to learn the Portuguese and mingle with the locals. And I know the Brazilian people are very hospitable, so that could be a good thing. You know what I mean? And I could be talking this hostel stuff, but somebody might offer me something with the same price as a hostel or cheaper. They might offer me a room. They're like, okay, we got a room. We'll rent a room out. You can rent a room out for $100 a month, or 150 a month, or 200 a month. If I got a room for 200 a month, my own room, guys. If I got room for 200 a month, my own room, guys, and I don't have to do a hostel, that saves me money right there. Because if you look at a hostel, say if a hostel's like $10 to $12, let's say $10 a day. 30 days in a month. That's $300. I just saved $100, guys, if I rent a room and they're charging me 200 a month. Well, they might even charge me cheaper than that. It might be 150 a month for the room. You know what I mean? Whatever it is, wherever it is, and then they'll probably cook, maybe offer me food. I got free food. This is a new experience, guys. I'm really encouraged and really determined to try to make this work. So I'm gonna try my all to try to see what I can do. But yeah, as much as I love my cats, I mean, animals come and go. I've seen it. I've had a black cat that came and go, that came and went, and yeah, I love my cats and everything, but yeah, you gotta live your life. You know what I'm saying? You gotta live your life. But at the end of the day, um, I'm really excited about trying this new experience. If you guys haven't already, check out my Cuba videos. I got an El Salvadorian video. It's old. It's when the pandemic was happening, but it's very useful and it's very good. It shows you what El Salvador looks like. El Salvador would actually be one of my spots I would love to live in too. And I would love to do a hostel out there because they have a hostel that has a lake and it's really laid back and stuff. So guys, check that video out. Make sure you support the channel, hit that like, subscribe button, share it to another person. I don't know why my lives they do low views, but that's probably because YouTube's not pushing it. But make sure you guys do your job and share it to somebody that needs it. It's your boy Milano back at it again. I appreciate everybody for dropping in. Holla at your boy. Till next time.